Hello, and welcome to Janko TV. Are you a fan of Korean dramas? If so, you're in luck because today we're bringing you the best Korean dramas currently streaming on Netflix. From heart-wrenching romance to thrilling action, we've got you covered with the best of the best. Number 1. My ID is Gangnam Beauty, 2018. My ID is Gangnam Beauty is a touching South Korean drama that deals with universal themes of societal pressure, unattainable beauty standards, and bullying. My ID is Gangnam Beauty explores the life of a shy and bullied college student named Kang Mire, who undergoes surgery to change her appearance. Also starring Cha Eun-woo, Jo Woo-ri, and Kwak Dong-yeon, My ID is Gangnam Beauty has been critically praised for the honest portrayal of discrimination based on appearance, as well as the superficial standards facing South Korean society. Although the series welcomes discussions, My ID is Gangnam Beauty is still a fictional television series and does not skimp on the drama. Number 2. Our Blues, 2022 present. A drama series with a clever premise reminiscent of a docu-series or reality show, Our Blues explores the individual lives of people who live and work on Jeju Island. Following these individuals' highs and lows, Our Blues utilizes an innovative omnibus format, allowing the often sweet and bitter moments of the residents' lives to be highlighted and exposed through multiple varying lenses. Starring Lee Byung-hun, Shin Min-ae, and Cha Sung-won, Our Blues creatively depicts the beginnings and ends, as well as moments that can be considered the climax of one's journey, revealing universally relatable tales about life. Number 3. Under the Queen's Umbrella, 2022. Fans of Game of Thrones, The Great, and even The Crown are sure to love Under the Queen's Umbrella, a juicy historical drama about a group of people fighting for the throne. The main character in our story is Hwarayong, a hot-tempered queen attempting to turn her sons into young men fit to wear the crown someday. She's constantly playing a game of chess with both her family and the people in her court, holding on to power as hard as she can. It's both beautifully shot and soapy, making it a feast for the eyes and the perfect binge watch. Number 4. Narco-Saints, 2022 present. Also known as Suriname, Narco-Saints fits right in with the ultra-popular American Colombian Narcos and Narcos, Mexico, and also has similar vibes to Ozark and Breaking Bad. The series centers around Kang In-gu, Ha Young-woo, a businessman who must cooperate with the National Intelligence Service to capture a Korean drug lord who has taken control of the country. It's a serious drama, but it's also a lot of fun, leaning into the bizarre nature of the shockingly true events it's based on. Number 5. Business Proposal, 2022. Meet Kang Tae-moo, a detail-oriented workaholic and the new president of Go Food. Meet Shin Hari, a new researcher at the company who's crushing hard on her college friend Lee Min-woo. Despite having her interests elsewhere, Shin Hari's best friend Jin Yeon-seo convinces her to go on a blind date with Kang Tae-moo in her place. When Shin Hari realizes she's on a date with her boss, though, things get complicated, and she does her best to turn him off. However, when Kang Tae-moo is undeterred no matter what she does while still thinking she's her friend Jin Yeon-seo, things get even more complicated. Business Proposal is a sweet and silly K-drama that's sure to satisfy your rom-com craving. Number 6. Hometown Cha-cha-cha, 2021 present. If you're looking for a feel-good watch, look no further than Hometown Cha-cha-cha. Based on the 2004 South Korean film Mr. Handy, Mr. Hong, the series follows Yoon Hae-jin, an intelligent dentist living in a big city. However, when she unexpectedly loses her job, she moves to a small seaside town where she meets Hong Do-sik, a kind man who often works odd jobs. The two have irresistible chemistry, making them a couple that's impossible not to root for. Number 7. The Heirs, 2013. While it may not be the freshest take on K-drama, this star-studded cast created one of the most-watched Korean dramas on the planet. Essentially a Cinderella story, or even a Gossip Girl story, Park Shin-hye plays Cha Eun-sang, a regular girl who gets mixed up in the business of a bunch of heirs to rich and affluent families. Chief among them is the Kims. As the daughter of the live-in housekeeper, she lives at their home and is enrolled into their high school. There she meets Kim Tan, the scion of the family, and the two fall in love despite the odds. Both Lee and Park were coming off of big projects at the time the Heirs came out, and this quickly became a massively popular show. A perfect time capsule of what Korean dramas were trying to achieve back during the 2010s. Number 8. Hellbound, 2021 present. How would people react if giant demons started beating people to death in the streets and publicly condemning people to hell for all to see? Badly. Really badly. Have you seen the history of the human race? That's the core premise of Hellbound, a bleak, very brutal exploration of faith and contagious social hysteria that would pair like fine sacramental wine with midnight mass, Netflix's other ponderous and petrifying 2021 tale of religion gone wrong. Directed by Train to Busan Helmer Yun Sang-ho, Hellbound is a slower, more solemn affair than his breakout Korean zombie movie, but it shares his knack for using genre storytelling to ask unanswerable and unthinkable questions about the nature of humanity without flinching. Number 9. Vincenzo, 2021 present. In Vincenzo, Song Joong-ki plays a Korean man who was adopted by an Italian family as a child and raised in Italy as part of a mafia family. After his adoptive father dies, the man's biological son attempts to kill Vincenzo, leading him to flee back to Seoul, South Korea, where he has a stash of gold hidden under an old apartment building. Unfortunately, Vincenzo has no easy access to the gold unless he tears down the building, and there's a community of people who live there. At the same time, a corrupt business called Babel Group illegally takes over the building, leading Vincenzo to team up with the talented, strong-willed lawyer, Hong Cha-young, played by John Yeo-bin, who wants to take down the company for personal reasons. Vincenzo is part action, part drama, and part romance, and altogether a can't-miss show. Number 10. Record of Youth, 2020. One type of series that South Korean television excels at is the coming-of-age drama, or any story centering around a group of young adults finding their place in the world. Record of Youth is a great choice for new fans of kdramas, especially given the fact that the cast is led by none other than Park So-dam, whom many will recognize for her role as Kim Ki-young in Parasite, the daughter of the scammer family who pretends to be an art teacher. Record of Youth centers around 3 young people, 2 models and a makeup artist, involved in the modern fashion industry in Korea. The show follows the general storyline you'll find in most romantic Korean dramas, but the actors in the cast help elevate the series and create characters that you want to stick around with. That's it for today's video on the best Korean dramas on Netflix right now. We hope you found a new drama to add to your watch list. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from Janko TV. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.